Ellen, we go so far back. Don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear t-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's
I mean,
do all that.
okay.
All right.
I got to take two if the joke didn't work. I
No,
mean, I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on. Hey.
Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really, that early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah. Then No, I mean the after party.
No, I know about them.
As more revelations surface about Diddy, the broader picture begins to take shape, and many past events and associations are being reevaluated under a new light. Unexpectedly, even Stephen Twitch Boss has now become part of the ongoing conversation, signaling just how deep and widespread the implications might be.
Yo, Ellen, we go so far back. Don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear t-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's
I mean,
do all that.
okay.
All right.
I got to take two if the joke didn't work. I
No,
mean, I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on. Hey.
Twitch was undeniably a beloved figure on daytime television, the vibrant heartbeat of the Ellen DeGeneres show. With his infectious energy, dazzling dance moves, and star-studded charm, he lit up the screen. But could something darker have been lurking behind the glitz and glamour? The rumors are growing louder again. From what I'm hearing, Twitch's tragic suicide might have been tied to him, beginning to expose the grueling challenges he faced in Hollywood. Whispers point to the infamous Diddy freak-offs, for instance. Allegedly. And here's the kicker. It's all said to be connected allegedly to Ellen DeGeneres herself.
Stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning. What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I mean, I make love a lot. And, no.
That's my favorite answer ever.
Yeah. I told you when I came on the show I was gonna be completely honest and expose myself to.
The buzz around Stephen Twitch Boss's tragic death is growing louder, with fans and skeptics alike questioning whether he uncovered something sinister during his time by Ellen DeGeneres' side. Was Twitch, a constant presence on the Ellen DeGeneres show, invited to those infamous shadowy parties that keep surfacing in Hollywood whispers? Did he stumble into something so dark that it pushed him toward suicide, or was he forced into it? Reports confirmed Twitch left a note, with the LAPD noting it referenced past struggles he was still grappling with, though the details remain shrouded in mystery. But the plot thickens with even wilder speculation swirling online. Rumors claim Twitch may have recorded a voicemail or some kind of audio capturing the truth about what really went down at these exclusive high-profile events. And let's not forget the heated chatter about Diddy's so-called freak-offs. Are these just internet conspiracies spiraling out of control? Or is there a deeper, darker story waiting to be uncovered? Fueling the fire, Twitch's death seemed inexplicable to many. Just days before, he was joyfully celebrating his 9th wedding anniversary with his wife, Allison Holker, sharing nostalgic wedding photos and writing, "Happy anniversary, my love, at Allison Holker, number 9 years." The couple was even talking about expanding their family with a second child. For fans, it didn't add up. Why would someone so seemingly happy take their own life? This sparked a wave of amateur sleuths digging for answers, with some pointing fingers at Ellen, alleging Twitch was set to expose her, and that his death was staged to look like a suicide. Adding to the intrigue, Twitch's friend Todrick Hall stirred the pot, claiming the fallout from Ellen's toxic workplace scandal weighed heavily on Twitch, piling on the pressure. So, what's the truth? Conspiracy or something far more unsettling? Grab a seat because this story is far from over.
He was on Ellen and Ellen was being canceled. People were looking at him saying, why are you supporting this woman? And I think that is just a lot of pressure. Human beings are not designed to handle that much pressure. And when I was talking about my experience, his face was like, I know. And he was just like, it's a lot.
As you may recall, in 2020, a number of former employees accused Ellen of permitting a culture of color-based discrimination, intimidation, and terror. She claimed she was unaware of the accusations, although vehemently disputing them.
As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show, and then there was an investigation. I learned that things happened here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show. This is the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. My name is there. My name is there. My name is on underwear. We have had a lot of conversations over the last few weeks about the show, our workplace, and what we want for the future. We have made the necessary changes, and today we are starting a new chapter.
Whispers are swirling that the stress weighing on Stephen tWitch Boss wasn't just from the intense pressure of the Ellen DeGeneres show. Rumors suggest that tWitch may have uncovered disturbing secrets about Ellen DeGeneres and other high-profile figures like Diddy. Their close friendship allegedly led Ellen to bring Twitch along to two of Diddy's notorious parties, among other exclusive Hollywood events. Fans of the show know Diddy wasn't a regular guest on Ellen's stage over the years. In fact, during one memorable interview, Diddy playfully called Ellen out, asking why she never showed up to his infamous gatherings. Could Twitch's proximity to these events have pulled him into something far darker than he expected?
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one.
Ellen DeGeneres was invited to all of Diddy's infamous parties, but always declined, citing the distance, not any suspicion about their nature. Yet, the intrigue deepens. Diddy once hinted to Ellen that his parties starting after midnight were a whole different beast, and it seemed like Ellen knew exactly what he meant. Photos have even surfaced of Ellen with Diddy at his events, suggesting she might have eventually made time to attend. This is the same Ellen tied to the bizarre Wayfair scandal, where cabinets was allegedly sold at outrageous prices, up to $10,000, with claims that the items were linked to missing children like Naraya, Olivia, Samaya, and Yara. Some reports suggested these exorbitantly priced cabinets bore names connected to missing persons, thrusting Ellen into the heart of that controversy. Now, with Diddy's recent conviction, fans are piecing things together, speculating that Stephen tWitch Boss might have stumbled upon explosive information. The rumor of a voicemail exposing Diddy's secrets adds fuel to the fire, making it seem more plausible that Twitch's tragic suicide could be linked to uncovering something deeply damaging. And here's where it gets even wilder. Allison Holker, Twitch's widow, might hold the key to whether he recorded that voicemail revealing Diddy's alleged misdeeds. Fans are buzzing, connecting the dots, and wondering just how much Allison knows about this shadowy saga.
It was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out, but it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on it.
You see, Allison went to them rather than phoning the police when she realized that Twitch was not home. She was aware that something negative had occurred. She then did interviews months later, which many people felt were soulless and that she gave too much information. Actually, Allison stated in one of her recent interviews that she was with a very close friend when they were organizing their closet and choosing Twitch funeral attire when she uncovered a cornucopia of substances, including mushrooms, pills, and other substances. She had to look up on her phone, hidden inside Twitch shoeboxes, based on what she said. She believed she and Twitch had very honest communication, including about his marijuana use. In fact, she said that at night after their kids went to bed, he would quietly slip into their guest house to smoke or drink. She said that was his alone time, and it was his time to recharge, and that was okay. The items she discovered in his shoeboxes, however, were unexpected. Additionally, she stated that in the days leading up to his death, Twitch was acting withdrawn, showering less frequently, and smoking morning and night, and told her that he was going through a low period, but he was very careful about his wording. In addition, Allison claimed that she read through his journals in an attempt to gain understanding and closure following his passing, and discovered that her husband had kept upsetting secrets from even his closest friends and family. According to her, he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain. She also claimed that in multiple journal entries, which made references to being assaulted as a child, which might have had an impact on him till the day of his death. Day of his Allison has received a lot of flack for appearing shady and knowing exactly what was going on, in addition to insulting tWitch and his family. By disclosing too much, tWitch's cousin was one of the family members who revealed that Allison made the family sign non-disclosure agreements in order for them to attend his funeral. And after stating that she doesn't care about the NDA, Daryl also wrote that, contrary to what Allison was trying to imply, tWitch wasn't an addict. He smoked weed and was actively trying to quit, but he wasn't some junkie. Furthermore, tWitch's brother asserted that his side of the family has not been allowed to see the kids since his brother's death. In fact, he claimed on Instagram that his mother and grandparents were being treated disrespectfully and excluded from family matters. While they attempted to come to terms with tWitch's passing, Dre went on to say that his late brother's 3 children had had very little contact with their grandmother and the rest of the family without specifically mentioning their mother. He said that Allison was preventing them from seeing the kids because the family disagreed with some of the requirements of the NDA she had given them to sign. I am not sure what exactly was in the NDA that she was making her family members sign, but rumors have it that it contained a lot more indeed since tWitch's passing. There have been rumors that Allison is concealing something. What precisely did tWitch blunder into? We must now ask, were the demands of celebrity the only cause, or something darker lurking beneath the surface of Hollywood? There are also the stories and whispers that never go away concerning Diddy's notorious freak-offs, which were exclusively attended by the privileged. Was tWitch present? Was there something he saw? Or perhaps he should have recorded something? I am not claiming to know all the answers, but I would be interested in hearing your opinions.